Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the Harmonious Frequencies of the Mighty Empire of Onion, and this is Age of Wonders 3. Oh, I'm so glad to be back in this game. I love it so much. One of my favorite games of all time. Last time we had a pretty epic battle. We took out the dwarf theocrat by taking over this city of his, Crothu. Unfortunately, we did suffer some pretty intense casualties. This army here is only these three guys left. This is a defensive army for this town. And I'm not sure why I moved here and did this kind of stuff. I was thinking about it beforehand, and I'm probably going to move this army back down to here. So it'd be this guy, and this guy. Down to here. And I'll leave my main army over here. Oh! No, we're coming up to defend ourselves against this guy. I remember now. Okay, so we have to see what he's going to try to do. He might end up taking over one of these two undefended towns. I don't know. If he has movement points, he will. Okay, he's separating up to go do something else. Reinforce his own town or something. He might be gearing up to come and attack me, I'm not sure. But I think I scared him off with these guys. Okay, but yeah, I am going to switch it over then now. We'll come down here with these guys to guard this city. I don't know who lives here. I think it's just independents, and they don't seem too overzealous when it comes to attacking me. So let's see. I feel like it might be a waste to put a watchtower around this area so that I can see what they're up to. The same kind of for down here. So I'm starting to feel like this builder might just need to be disbanded. He's only an upkeep of 4. But I don't need that upkeep to be happening right now. So this army is doing pretty decent. If I remember correctly, we are recruiting up here as well. Quite a few characters there. Over here we are just building. I wonder if we might need a stone wall to upgrade other things. I don't know for sure. Costs additional gold. We've got a barracks available that we could build. We're still absorbing the population for 3 turns, so I think we're doing pretty well so far. Let's move up here and see if there's any madness to be had. No madness, it appears. Let's move up into these mountains then. I don't want them to try to come out and grab me. Ezo the rat, I don't want to make him angry. I would like to take this city though, so that we have this entire side of the map to ourselves. That would be ideal. I think the dwarf used to own this town or something like that, but I didn't even know that this was his throne city. I think I mentioned that already. So that totally surprised me. We have this army still. So that's good, but they need to kind of stay there for defense for right now. Nobody can attack them from this direction, really. Unless they come across the water, but I'd be surprised if they did that. I don't think on this difficulty level the AI is very active as far as marching around and trying to kill people. It would be good to get eyes on this town and see sort of what kind of a garrison that they have. Let's try and move down here and see what we can see. Absolutely nothing. Still nothing. Let's stay inside of our own borders along the road there. And hope nobody tries to come across the river. We have pretty good vision around. There's no armies, so we shouldn't have to worry about anything for right now. Yep. Camp there for the time being. Urkoth grew into a city and we got a war hall produced, so that's good. Oh, I hear army movement. Makes me nervous. People casting spells and stuff. Okay. Call ancestral spirits. These guys are really good. Tier 2 infantry. But they are, what's it called? Ethereal or something like that. So they have reduced damage done to them, physical damage. They avoid a bunch of physical damage, is what I'm trying to say. Go with Druidry 3 so that we can up our cap to what? Oh, it's already at 800 mana capacity? Never mind. Let's take 6 turns to get Greater Disjunction. And let's see if we can cast a big spell. We could summon some Eldritch Animals, that's for sure. Because we did lose a Dire Panther from this army here. Move them in here. Actually, let's see if we can spy with them a little bit. We've got 2 knights here, Black Knights. And what else? A stack. Priest, an Impaler, or Pikeman, yeah. Infantry, and 3 archers. So that's a pretty good defensive army for a walled city like that. We'll move them in there and tell them to hang out and chill. These guys... Actually, these guys might be able to take them out. Spirit Elemental, Draconian Martyr, and a Human Martyr. So this Elemental is the most disturbing character. We've got 2 pikemen, 3 shredders, and a cheetah. Very high morale on all of them. Draconian Martyr has high morale here. Well, let's give it a try. Why not, right? Very likely victory anyways, so we'll see if it's correct. I'll probably have to kill the martyrs first, or at least try to. Because, of course, the martyrs are going to say transferring pain. Oh, they can strike me. Ouch. I don't like that. I'm sure they're resistant to physical damage as well. Let's take a closer look then. Elementals. Okay, no, they don't have the thing that I'm thinking of. Susceptible to banish and arcane binding. I don't think we have any of that. And they are having their pain transferred by these guys. Alright, so these shredders, we can get 2 shots at these guys from here. Still out of range. Okay, bleeding for 2 rounds, that's good. You get 3 shots from here. Of course, it's going to be transferred to these guys. That's okay with me. Unfortunately, the bleeding doesn't transfer, which is a little bit sad. If we move up to here, are we in range? We are. I don't mind hurting those guys in the back there. 6 to 10 for both of us. But once again, it's going to transfer to him, so that's a little bit foolhardy, I could say. Not the worst idea, though. Let's bring the cheetah up here. We should be able to pounce over here pretty soon. Yeah, out of range. But at least we're close. Okay, we get a flanking attack here, so that... I don't know if that transfers. That was still 6 damage to them, so that's good. Okay, we can't come around here, apparently. And we don't quite get a flanking from here, but we will get 1 shot in. So this isn't the ideal approach, but we didn't have a lot of choice. And then the cheetah's just going to have to defend. A little bleeding done, that's good. Oh, they're coming in for a flank. Ouch. That was pretty painful. Can they do anything? Throw stones? Ouch. Okay, so we've killed them. That's good. I say we've killed them, but yeah, they kind of killed themselves. I feel like this is going to be a problem. It doesn't look like it is, though. Let's try to get the full damage here. Yeah, we got no range penalty now. think we have to move up 2 as well here. Nice. Okay, that's pretty good. They are going to retaliate, so let's pounce on these guys. Oops, wrong button. Right click on them. Nice. And now since they're flanked, we're going to do a ranged attack and they won't get the chance to retaliate. Nice. And they shouldn't have many more retaliation, it looks like, so we may be able to kill them here. Critical. Nice. Very good battle. I like it, that's for sure. So we won. What is this place now? A shrine to the guardian angel, income of knowledge. That's magnificent. I love knowledge income. That's one of my favorites of all time. So let's chill here for right now. We are going to try to attack them eventually once we get a few units produced. We've got these hunters, which I think are going to come down here to this army. I'm kind of waiting for these two, the chariot and the prowler, to get in here because I think they're going to help me out the most. I think with the prowler, though, I would like to have a character that causes bleeding. So do I remember if hunters cause bleeding damage? I don't think they do. Oh, they do. Okay. Okay, so that's going to be good. I'll bring the hunter down to join this army then. So I'm just going to have to be producing soldiers from over here. I wish this road wasn't here. Like, I don't know with my builder could I have come up here and destroyed this road, because then it would slow people down who are trying to travel over to here. That would have been nice to do. But I don't know if you can destroy roads or not. Alright, so let's move up and see. Wow, I got so many full stacks around. Definitely a strong deterrent for me to attack anybody. There is a refugee camp here, so if we grab that, it'll probably give us population in this town here, which isn't ideal, but there's nothing wrong with it either. Got another shrine to the guardian angel for knowledge increase over there. Would be nice to have. Okay, y'all can camp out there for right now. We had a couple of growth, a builder hall, public baths, and a hunter that we already moved. Summon an eldritch animal is ready. Let's see what we get. An elephant. That's an eldritch creature? I'll accept it. Alright. We've got a lot of the map exposed, but not all of it yet. Let's actually... Shall we grab this? I feel like it would be better saved for another time. But if we don't get it, someone else will. Okay. Laws has grown. Let's come around here then. Start heading down kind of straight in this direction. These are still independents. It would surprise me if they attack, but at the same time, you never know. Alright, you guys can hang tight for a little while. Let's just have them camp so that it doesn't bother me anymore. Okay. Oh, we can't join the army because of these flamers here. No, actually, I'll leave... Yeah, I'll move them out. We'll move this direction and maybe we can see a little further. We can't. Okay, but they're going to camp there then, and this hunter can move in. And they're camping out too. Okay. Wow. Oh man, lots of stuff going on. We leveled up our race governance for dwarfs. That's pretty good. Dwarf crossbowmen deal an additional +2. Wow, they're already super powerful. So that's pretty good. Stone walls now generate +75 happiness. Let's go with this and build a crossbowman down here. because that's crazy good. This. Increase production by 15 and regenerates the health of garrison machine units. Okay. Mercenary camp produced. Irregular units receive melee and range damage. And all that. Okay. So we already have the shooting grounds. So let's get a crossbowman going then. The storehouse so that we can expand. Master's Guild wouldn't be bad at all. Let's get some knowledge going first, then the Master's Guild. Actually, I think we go 2 crossbowmen first. Yeah, I think that's right. We'll do it like this, and then production of pikemen and cavalry. Infantry units gain an additional rank. Irregular units. I haven't been producing any irregular units here. I don't think there are. Okay, this prospector is one, but I'm not going to be building those. More than likely. So if I did a Archdruid place here, we would get dwarf hunters and shamans and stuff like that. I think the crossbowmen are fine. I like the amount of power that they can do. And I don't know if the dwarf hunters use crossbows. If they did, that would be pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Maybe we throw it in here and we'll see. If they do use crossbows and do that serious damage, then I'll throw in the mercenary camp and I'll start producing hunters out of here. We'll disband the crossbowmen and go on from there. So we'll see. Alright, so we leveled up with the Tigrans as well. The Sphinx has +1 vision range, deals an additional 2 fire and 2 physical melee damage. I don't know what a Sphinx is. Champion military. So that must be a really high tier military unit. Tiger and Champion economic fire temples are now 100% or 100 gold cheaper. Produce an additional 20 knowledge. Fire temples. Okay. Let me take a look at this right quick. We've got shredders, chariots, shaman. Okay, bonus for pikemen. Bonus for cavalry. Here's a fire temple. Tigran Sphinx, right here. It only costs 300 gold, so that's saying it would be only 200 gold. Let's take a look at what the Sphinx is capable of here. Tier 1, Tier 2 units gain additional experience points. So this is a... yeah, I don't see where it says. Tier 3 unit, okay. That's pretty hardcore. Lesser flying. Okay. In tactical combat, that's where it counts, to be honest. Melee strike is pretty high. Cause fear. Resistance 11. 22 fire damage. Damages all units in a line for 4 hexes. Mind control immunity. True sight. Fire and spirit protection. That's really powerful. I need to probably try to build some of them. So we could make them even more powerful, or we could produce more knowledge with the temple. I didn't notice how much knowledge is produced. None. We're at 140 per turn. I do love that knowledge production, so that we can research faster. I don't know how fast I'd be able to have Sphinx in my military, either. Let's try it though, because I'll probably only build one of these. I may build several Sphinx, at least two. Let's get this in the crafting queue, at least, so that we can try and get them built. I may need to look into getting some shaman, although I think I can produce mystics over here, and I may stick with that. So what I'm trying to do is make 4 armies, because I have 4 heroes, and I need them all to be leading their own independent army. So I have a couple of dwarves coming in. I'll probably stick them in for some of the invokers. This guy, he's a rogue. I don't know why I have him commanding the animals. I should really move the animals to one of my druids' armies. Kathotmu is leading the Tigrans, I would say. So maybe Nashak needs to have the animals in his army. Befriend animal. I was thinking he had some skills that enhanced animals' powers, but he may not right now. Let me check his spells. No. Just Kathotmu does right now. But I think he has other skills that help out with that as well. No. Okay, cool. So I can start turning him more into a Beastmaster type of character. Let's move him down here then. And the rogue can come back up here. But I'm still going to try to get them their own armies as well, separated. Okay, so he's going to lead a lot of the animals, and then we'll have this guy. He's a sorcerer. We'll just give him his own kind of army. We'll start out with a couple of crossbowmen, maybe hunters, once we get the opportunity to build those. But we'll start out with the crossbowmen, like I say. Kathotmu will get this chariot rider and the prowler. Yeah, and then that'll leave Eklan out on his own. That'll fill up Kathotmu's army. Because then you'll have the hunter, the mystic, the pikeman, the chariot, and the prowler. So this hunter can come down here and hang out with Eklan the mystic. What? There was mana hanging out inside this air node and I hadn't picked it up this entire time? That's kind of hilarious. Okay, he's already moved, so I'm going to leave him where he is. And we will bring these guys out over here. No, we'll wait. We'll wait and shake it up after these guys are produced. We've got 4 turns for that. Through all that clicking, I didn't even realize he needed to be upgraded. So Awakened Spirit is the skill that I need to put on the other guy, who is working with the animals right now. So I will do that. Let's see here. Increases maximum hit points of the unit by 15, gives plus 100 target friendly unit. Outside combat, any units in the stack are healed for a maximum of 15, divided by the number of number of wounds in the stack. Okay. So that works in and out of combat. That's pretty special. I like that. Huh. They already all have blight protection, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Natural immunity. So that works for all the units in his army. I think maybe we do a heal job for everybody. And then melee strike is pretty good. Let's save this 1 point for another time. Urkoth here needs some production. Got Tigrans. We could make a Mystic. I don't think that's important right now, though. Okay. Class-specific units. The Hunter and the Shaman is all. And it doesn't increase my knowledge or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame. I guess we go for it, though. And the barracks. But we can start producing units from more than one city. Since I have most of the infrastructure stuff done that I can do right now. Alright, let's do a little more exploration. This is the Dreadnought, York Dreadnought. Let's move further down into this area here. No, we don't quite have enough to move up into the mountains. That's a shame. She most certainly might come out and attack me. That's a strong possibility. Oh yeah, we've absorbed them into our empire finally, so that's good. And we produced the Hunter, but he's come down to here. Okay, cool. Lots going on. What's going on? Oh no. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. So, the Griffin is dead, sadly. There's no way I could take on 4 Razor Bows. Okay. Village of Jarjaya. Open borders and a peace treaty. Respectful? Sure. Yeah, I'll be at peace with you. That's good for me. And a hero wants to join me. A level 5 necromancer wants to join. Is he addicted to evil? Dedicated to evil, I mean? Bonus damage against dedicated to good units. Black bolts. Cavalry charge. Hero. Fast healing. He's a dwarf? Oh, I couldn't even tell. He has no beard. It was confusing. Cave crawling. Okay. Not enough gold? Oh wow. I thought I totally had enough. I only have to cancel one thing somewhere. Yeah, let's not worry about that for right now. Join me. You're on my team now. Good job. Oh, achievement unlocked. Join me in death. Okay, so he has points. This costs 25, he only has 15 casting points. Get inflict curse and +2 damage until the end of combat. That's pretty good, actually. I like that. Cause fear is always handy. All units in the hero's army gain Unholy Champion. That would be great if that Theocrat was still alive, but we killed him first. Inflict Despair. That's pretty powerful. Causing them to suffer 200 morale and 20% weakness for 3 turns. Elemental, machine, and undead are not... Okay. Life and Life sounds pretty good. Friendly undead units in a 1-hex radius are healed. I don't have any undead, though, working for me, so I need to be careful. Yep, I think Throw Curse is going to be acquired here. We got that one. That would be pretty good. All units in the army. I don't know about that, though, because I already am trying to build 4 armies. I don't know if I want to build 5. This is really good. Devour Corpse. To regain health. each degree of low morale in his target. That's pretty good too. If I, wow. It's a good combination. Where did I put on him? Cast Curse or something like that? Where is that? Throw Curse. Yeah, minus 300 morale. And then if I combine that with Exploit Despair. Okay, we're gonna do that. And then Exploit. He's got 7 more points. Yeah, I don't know that there's any undead around that I'm gonna have to worry about. Cause Fear is good because it's not a spell, it's an actual skill. Devour Corpse is pretty good. If a friendly undead unit is brought back to life, okay. So that's not going to help me very much. Lifesteal is good. We've got 5 left. Let's give him some more casting points. Or do I try eating Devour Corpse? Well, with Lifesteal, it's going to be less important. Next level up, I'll give him Devour Corpse and something else. So he should be pretty survivable character right now. That's pretty positive. I don't know where to put him right now, though. And Urkoth has no production now. This is a draconian place. We were building the mercenary camp. Plus happiness and plus growth. I don't know if the growth is going to help us very much, actually, because we're working against the influence of this town here. But it might clean up this edge there. We already have this under our control, so I don't know if we need expansion right now. We don't need mana either. Leads to temple, though. And if we were able to make mystics here... Well, no, this is draconians. They aren't the other guys. Okay. Let's go for the mercenary camp then. And I guess the hospital. I don't have tier 2 units. Yep. Just camp out for right now. Researched. I don't even have the option right now. So maybe after summon gargantuan animal that'll unlock a different one for us to look at. A druid specific special unit. We'll see. Alright, we got a couple of units produced now. Let's send the crossbowmen over here. And we've got a chariot here that we can move down. Yep. Can't quite reach the army. Let's get these guys moved up to here. Flamers are in the right spot still. There was a hunter around here. He's already in this army? Okay. And so the Prowler will come down and complete this army. Then we've got the temple being built. And then I'll start in with some Sphinx characters. I don't know exactly where they'll go, but we'll figure that out. And I can't remember what... yeah, infiltration. So everybody has wall climbing in his group. That's going to be powerful. So I want characters that I want to be able to get into towns in his army. Not so much cheetahs. Maybe higher tier. Prowlers would be pretty good. Do they not already have wall climbing? Improved wall climbing. Suffers no penalties while stood on wall hexes. Okay, so I don't even need to bring them in. If he's a Draconian, maybe I give him some Draconian characters to work with for wall climbing. Yeah, I'll say he needs a mystic in his army there. Because I still don't know if Tigran shamans can turn into panthers. They turn into bears? Bear. Okay. Do draconian shamans turn into dragons? No. Poison bolts, fire bolts, awakened spirits, melee strike. Befriend animal, but no ability to turn into an animal. And awakened spirit too, those are powerful. Okay, but the were-panther is pretty good too, I feel. I think the were-bear is going to be even better. But this is going to take forever to get into, so... yeah, I'll wait until the Druid's Dolmen is built here, and then I'll build a Tigran Shaman to send down into his place here. How are we doing for Draconian Hunters? What do they get? Shoot bow for 9, so they don't have a fire attack anymore. Frost and fire protection, or frost weakness, fire protection. Good movement. But 9 and 7. 7 and 12. So these guys are actually better. I could split this army up, put one of them in with him. And so that would be the start of his army. Then we get a Mystic in there. And some... I don't think Crushers are really worth it, to be honest. I would want... better attack. See? Yeah, defensive strike of 14, melee of 11. Melee strike of 12. So if he's attacking, he's doing pretty decent. Pounce of 12, but melee strike of only 9. 10. 12. Oh, that werebear is so powerful. Yeah, shamans are tier 3. Tier 1. Yeah, they all have entangling touch then. Befriend animal as well. Those fire bolts though. Poison bolts for the Tigrans. And magic for them. Alright. I think we go with the shaman from here rather than anywhere else. And we'll do it after the irregular training is done. 6 turns. And it feels like it's going to take forever. And it probably will. Speaking of taking forever, that's going to be it for this episode. Tushari? Yes, I will be at peace with these other tribes. That's totally fine with me. And we will camp out here. If you want to catch the next episode, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel by the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.